People with no degrees are doing better business than fashion designers themselves. I went through our Ambani's Geo Convention Mall. There was a scarf of Burberry print. The same scarf I bought from a local market for rupees 600. And that scarf was in thousands in that store.
How should people dress so that they can show their image?
Art of dressing makes your presence felt. There were many females who were on the verge of getting married. They never knew how to dress themselves. They sometimes become overdressed or underdressed, but I just broke this pattern.
Women wants to start their fashion brand for the very first time. What would you suggest them to have a very strong foundation and how they can build on that strong foundation?
They should have passion about the product. What is more important is what are you selling, how are you selling, and whom are you selling?
What is your go-to online strategy? What is the first strategy they should use to start getting clients online?
Actually,
Hi, Gopal Krishnan again and welcome to the Unicorn Coach Talk Show. Today we have a very special guest, Kavita Agarwal, who can help you to take your fashion dreams and help you to become a fashion CEO, generate anywhere between 10 lakhs to 1 crore per year in profits. And she has helped more than 500 entrepreneurs to build their fashion business, and we're going to get a lot of secrets from her today. Welcome to the show, Kavita Agarwal.
Thank you so much, sir. It's my pleasure to be on this platform along with you.
Hi, Kavita. You had a wonderful career. How did you go from an industrial engineer to what you're doing right now?
This is a long story. So, can I share my personal story behind this?
Yeah.
So, industrial engineer, I always wanted to do something that is not very feminine. So, I wanted to be an engineer, never wanted to stay in India, always wanted to move abroad. I got my admission in engineering college. I'm a pass out from Ramdev Baba Engineering College, Nagpur. And I was into a merit list. So, the first day, and I was so excited. And I was a university topper as well. But something else was stored in destiny for me. I got married in a very small town of Chhattisgarh, but married to a doctor. So once I was married, I never thought my career will actually come to a standstill. No MNCs, nothing. And I just kept on crying and what to do. Because I was from a city coming to a smaller place. So people used to invite me as a chief guest to many events and they used to appreciate my dressing sense. This is how I just changed my mindset to grab the opportunity and grab the opportunity that is available in that small town. So I started running a boutique from my home with one corner of my home, and with no digital era at that time, I could easily make 7 lakh rupees per month of revenue.
7 lakhs per month business with no business background, right?
No
Or nothing.
business background.
Wow.
I had just one thing in my mind, like your education, you don't have to prove yourself that you are an engineer, you have to do something in MNC. If you can be an entrepreneur and you can have that mindset that you don't have to work under someone and you can give employment to someone. I just started with that mindset. Beat any industry that you tap in.
Wow.
And I just tapped into the fashion industry.
Yeah, you said that you had a very good dressing sense. Did you have any background of this in your childhood? And how should people dress so that they can show their image?
I'll just tell you a small event. Like I was invited as a chief guest. There were 2-3 more people along with me with whom I was sharing a stage. There was one female. She had draped herself into a designer outfit, like a very expensive outfit. Mm-hmm. But I just mixed match something from my wardrobe. And if I give you an example, if she was wearing something worth rupees 40,000, I was wearing something worth rupees 4,000. This is how the journey started. So everyone used to confuse like fashion as a changing trend and it's a huge investment. But I just broke this pattern. What I felt is art of dressing makes your presence felt. And art of communication makes your voice heard. And when you are seen, then you are heard.
Wow.
So in this way, you have to focus more on the way you enter into any environment.
Wow.
So art of dressing is so very important because your outer experience, your outer personality speaks volume even if you open up your mouth. So this is so very important. So dress for the role you want to play in life.
Wow.
So how can you just ignite your confidence just by wearing apt clothes for apt occasion?
Wow.
So this is what clicked into my mind. So let me make fashion more affordable, more sustainable, and how can you mix match so that it is you can say pocket friendly for anyone who wants to embrace fashion and just uplift their personality.
Wow.
So I always attached dressing with your confidence booster and how it can be your style statement.
Yeah, that's what even Gurudev says, right? Vastra is very important. So, like, you went from a small location in your home as a boutique and went to 7 lakhs, right? What is the journey like, right? What are the different steps that you took to actually go from somebody who just started a boutique in a small corner to owning a 7 lakh per month fashion brand?
What I realized is something that is very important is how you develop connection with your clients, how you can give them that shopping experience that they want. You should not sound very salesy like you have a client and you can just sell them the costliest product of your boutique. What I focused on is according to their personality, according to their need, according to the situation in which they have to change or they need a good outfit, I started giving them advices on that as well. So I became their shopping guide.
Wow.
So I didn't even only own a store, but I became their shopping guide. And they used to feel very comfortable speaking to me.
Can you tell us about that one recommendation or one shopping guidance you gave to some people and that really had a very big result in their life?
Yes, like there were lot many females who were on the verge of getting married. So they never knew how to dress themselves.
Wow.
They sometimes become overdressed or underdressed. So like a lot of mothers used to come to me and they used to say like, what should I make her wear? Sometimes like Indian females, they are bulky with their hip part. So there was one girl, she was about to get married and she was getting very conscious with her looks. So I just helped her to drape something so that she doesn't look that bulky and she can carry that confidence.
Wow.
So I always added something extra spice with respect to selling clothes was some kind of tips, tricks, how to style, how to store. So that was always an additional feature.
This is amazing. You're like a trusted friend for each and every person who walks into your home. He walks into your boutique and because you're giving advice, they get so much results and that's how you built a 7 lakh per month business. Can you tell us about like how does this 7 lakh counts, right? How many dresses has to move out of your boutique? How much should be the price of each costume so that you make that up to 7 lakhs per month?
What I personally realized is people overstock in their boutique and then every month they face a problem that is known as dead stock. In fact, their old stock, they make them dead, terming them as dead stock. Okay, something that is dead. It's not moving as all the way. So I used to have a very good inflow and outflow of my stuff. Like, what is the demand? How can I make my boutique scalable by making the right product fit for the market? So what is more important is, what are you selling? How are you selling? And whom are you selling? If these three things is rightly set in your mind, you will never face losses in your business. And they don't know what I could figure out. I took a long gap of almost, you can say, 10 years to just raise my kids. When I stepped into this industry again, people were continuing the same old methods of selling. This was something that even triggered me to give them a platform, but how they should operate to attract right clients, how they should rightly price, what kind of budget they should focus on. So there are various parameters. If they just start focusing on, they can do wonders.
Wow. Okay. So let us say that some women wants to start their fashion brand for the very first time. What would you suggest them to have a very strong foundation and how they can build on that strong foundation? What would be that strong foundation be?
The first thing is they should have passion about the product. Actually, they are unable to figure their passion. Like lot many females come to me, they want to open up a brand, but they are not sure whether they want to open up a clothing brand, a accessories brand, a footwear brand, any brand. They're not even sure about that. And if someone says that you keep this, I'll buy from you, they get excited. If another person says you keep this and they get excited again. I've seen lot many clients, they buy the product thinking that somehow the other day that person will come and buy, but they never buy from them. So please don't get impulsive when it comes to what product you should keep while starting up a boutique. What is more important is you should be passionate about, and it should be right fit for your audience. So let me give an example in this case. Now, whenever I started my online journey, what I realized the common mistake is they were selling everything and to everyone. Then I asked them to just have a age group set. Whatever a 18-year-old girl will be wearing, obviously a 50-year-old won't be wearing that.
Yeah.
But if you're selling to everyone, that means you're selling to no one. So they need to have, first is along with the passion, what is the exact product they want to keep. So I just keep them giving an example, like think about McDonald's. So if I ask you, if I talk about McDonald's, what exactly comes to your mind?
Burgers.
But McDonald's keeps wraps also, French fries also, Coke also. So what is that clarity a person has to have in her mind, that if I am opening up a brand, that clarity should come in my client's mind that I have an expertise in this segment. This is how they can exactly start and scale their business. Having clarity in their mind, having confidence in your product, and being consistent on a social media platform. That is a triple C that really works whenever you want to start a brand.
All right. So so many fashion entrepreneurs, they struggle to go online. What is your go-to online strategy? What is the first strategy they should use to start getting clients online?
Actually, many females, I think if I talk about the right age bracket, that is 30 years plus and somewhere mid 40s and 50s, they come to me and they say, is it essential to go online? Why should I go online? I am not a tech savvy person. How can I go online? So these are the various myths, and I just keep telling them, you don't have to be tech friendly to go online. The way you use your smartphones is just that simple. When I could restart it in my mid 40s, and when I could learn so much of technology after a huge gap, I think any one person can do it. And when it comes to having an online presence, I would highly recommend it super duper essential because of two factors. People these days have a lot of buying options and they have time constraint. There is a change in shopping trend for people. They see certain products online first and then they prefer to go offline.
Yeah.
So this is one statement that I always keep on telling my clients, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो ज़्यादा दिखता है ज़्यादा बिकता है.
Wow.
So that means you have to, it's mandatory to have an online presence, though you're not tech savvy, but it's actually mandatory to have.
And Kavita, you are known for your Zero Rupee marketing methods. What's your favorite Zero Rupee marketing method? And can you share your best one?
See, Zero Rupee Marketing Method, this is one technique which needs no money, but your inner strength or your confidence.
Yeah.
I remember, I love to share one incident. This is just a month back. I got a client from Delhi and she was an air hostess by profession. And after being an hostess for 8 years, she just shifted her stream and started running a boutique. And she was from an extremely good family and she came to me and she was like, ma'am, I'm in huge loss. The month is ending. I need to pay my rent. I asked her, how much rent do you have to pay? She told 27,000. I told her, do you trust me? She told, definitely. I told her, I'll give you a task, complete within 2 days, and you won't have any kind of problem. I just gave her my very popular Zero Rupee marketing. And immediately after 2 days, she called me and she told, ma'am, I could make 30,000.
Wow.
And
what was the method? I'm so eager to know.
That is a secret. For that, people have to join my masterclass. See, the main thing is people don't get clients because they don't know that if you acquire a new client, that is way more expensive than retaining an old client.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what steps have you to do to retain your own clients? They are just a call away. They are just a call away. And we feel so hesitant. Why will we call? Will it look nice? Won't it look very salesy? So these are the questions that they themselves train their mind and they don't take this step.
Wow. And you also say about, right, sending videos to them, right? What kind of videos should they send to their previous clients that makes them to come and buy from you?
I help them to create a variety of videos. Suppose someone is launching their brand, their approach towards like any kind of society or target audience will be different. They'll be promoting like I'm opening up my store, so can you shower some love and blessings by spreading the word around?
Yeah.
They can have that. Someone who wants to attract, you can say, people who are always looking forward for discount. For them, they'll create a video because these days people don't love reading so much. So a 30 seconds to 1 minute video could be magical. So they can create a video like because and Indian market is offer driven. So they have to hit the nail right. What kind of offer they should apply according to season. If they can nail that right, they can convert that into video and could circulate. So now if you are targeting certain like high-end clients, luxurious clients, they will not come even by watching your video. For them, they require your personal call, not a call from your teammate. So we have categorized 13 to 15 kind of clients, and according to the client, we gave them, you can say we have bucketed the clients, and according to the client and according to the stock and according to the season, we create videos.
Wow. And what has been the best seasonal offer you have made for your clients, which worked really well for them?
What one thing that I feel people are struggling with in this industry is with seasonal sales.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever a client comes to me and they say me like, this is not our season, then I tell, why is not your season? I have seen that people buy winter clothes in summer season because of sale. So why is this is not your season? If big brands are doing that, you can definitely do that.
Yeah.
So like our Holi sale was one of the biggest sale. Okay. So people don't buy new clothes in Holi. So people say that this is not a season. But I told them, can you just clear your so-called dead stock in that season? Giving them extremely good offers and clear up. So even when there was no expected sales, they could really make good sales in that Holi season. Because Diwali is one season, people definitely tend to buy. But how can we create a non-season day as a great season day?
Wow.
So this is how we create.
Wow. Amazing. So let us say that you want to price a fashion product. What is the psychology behind pricing a product so that it sounds luxurious? At the same time, we also have very good profit margins.
This is one question that I keep getting again and again. Now, let me give you an example for this. Suppose like I went, few months back, I was in Mumbai and I went through our Ambani's convention mall, Geo Convention Mall. I was going through one of the store and there was a scarf of Burberry print. Okay. And the same scarf I bought from a local market for rupees 600. And that scarf was in thousands in that store.
Wow.
So what's the difference? So this is how we can actually cater to high-end clients and get the desired price. How can we charge the what we want to? First thing is you have to have whatever you say, you have to deliver that. Authenticity. Second is, if you're charging high, that means your target audience is high-paying clients.
Yeah.
And when it's a high-paying client, it hardly matters if the number, how many zeros are ahead. Because they are least bothered about zero. What are they bothered about is, how rare is it? What is the shopping experience will they get? Okay. And how will they feel when they dress in your styled product?
Wow.
So that matters to them more rather than the price. So if they can describe how intricate is the design, how pure is the fabric, what is the craftsmanship they have used, I think price doesn't matter.
And how can women who don't have any fashion design like degree, how can they approach design? How can they approach beauty when they create these things?
So this is again I think all fashion designers are going to hit me hard. So what I realized is people with no degrees are doing better business than fashion designers themselves.
Wow.
What I could, that is a recent client of mine, because they have there in their head, I'm a designer, I'm a NIFT pass out, I'm a designer. Okay, I'm a designer from NID, from NIFT, from blah blah places. So that thing is so strong in their head that they hesitate to go to that ground level. That ego is hitting them hard.
Wow.
So how can so in this case, what I realized is people who have good dressing sense and who are able to have better communication and connection with their clients, they are doing way much better business than all degrees and fashion designers.
Even I believe in it, right? If you're not related to hotels and you go to hotel business, you'll disturb the whole business. I also believe in the same thing, Kavita. So, Kavita, what was the biggest money mistake you did early days in your business, and which taught you a lesson, and because of which you are here right now?
Will you believe? Like, I think it was 2020 December, and I invested 80,000 to grow my social media platform. So that, and I paid that thing for 1 month and with no results. So again, next month, the same mistake continued. Then I realized I should be aware, whoever I'm delegating the work, I should know the work before. Then I'll able to track whether he is going on a right path or a wrong path. So I literally burned a lot of money on digital marketers. So that gave me a big learning. So even though I'm not doing it on my own, but I should know like what exactly is the work they need to do.
Got it. I also believe in the same thing, right? As a entrepreneur, right? We need to be a generalist. We should know a bit of everything because otherwise we cannot delegate properly and with confidence. Have you ever been told you can't make money in fashion business, especially because you come from industrial engineering design?
Yes, definitely. My family used to always demotivate me, and they were like, "What are you doing? You are running something that you don't have any kind of degree, any kind of knowledge, and you're doing something, and you're just wasting your time." I just took that as a challenge, and I just trusted my own guts. I personally used to go for shopping to all the vendors. I used to shortlist them. And I remember a day I bought some, you can say, expensive pieces that during that era, it was something nearly 13,000 worth a kurta. And when I bought that and I just showed to one of my clients, I could sell that for 19,000.
Wow.
That day I realized like it's so easy to make money. And you just need to have that confidence. Yes, you can do it. That time I did not read about all the big brands that is going into the market, and I did not pull myself down. Like, why will people come to me and buy from me?
Wow. And non-fashion degree owners selling at 50% profits, right? Amazing.
Yes.
After all this success, Kavita, what would you want to tell to your younger self? Like this advice that you would give to your 20-year-old Kavita that would make her to do things better?
I used to procrastinate a lot. And I was into that umbrella of perfectionism. I wanted my looks to be right, my dress to be right, this to be right, and that to be right. So I think I wasted a lot of years on this, you can say, perfectionism ka keeda. So the moment I get any kind of clients, so I would love to tell the younger generation or someone who's into stepping into this industry, just dig out that perfectionism ka keeda, put it on your hand, crush it, and just throw it off.
Wow.
Just take small, imperfect steps and gradually it will become perfect.
Wow. Action is greater than perfection.
Yes.
Right? Amazing. Out of the 500 plus entrepreneurs you helped, which case study gives you the chills?
There is one female from Kolkata. She really touched my heart. She was in a lot of depressive mode and she was about to shut down her boutique. This is, I think, 4 months back. And I just asked, she came to me and she was like, nothing is happening. What should I do? I'm unable to take care of anything. I just asked her, do you trust me? She told, yes. Will you follow whatever exactly as I say you'll do? And she told, yes. And within a gap of 4 months, she was on a social media page, she was into 767 followers. Now she has crossed 2500 within
Wow.
a span of 4 months. She's doing business in Lakhs. She never faced camera. Now she's shooting good reels. She's going on Insta lives. She is like she's getting good clients from an online space as well. So whenever I see, and she just follows each and everything I say. She was a late riser, and now she gets up early in the morning, attends my morning wealth club, and the whole family is astonished. And whatever she learns from me, and she tends to explain it to her children, to her husband. She started on saving daily.
Wow.
So this is the thing, like when people who trust me actually do whatever I say and they get results, that I feel so I'm so blessed to have these kind of people around me.
Amazing. You said about that saving daily, right? So, what is the number one silent killer in a boutique business, and how do you solve it?
The number one silent killer is doing everything on your own. They don't realize the essence whether this activity will make profits for me or make money. Let me give an example in this case. They very well know they have to be seen in the market. That means they have to use social media. Shooting a reel is important, but editing is consuming time and not a money making activity. And they are utilizing, or they are busy but not productive. So I explained then the difference between what's if you're getting busy or you're productive. So the silent killer is they don't know how to figure out money making activities in a boutique business. And they tend to do everything on their own. And because of this, they are just killing time, killing profits, and this goes on.
So, how can they fix this, right? You said about the daily saving habit, right? What is
Yes. So I help them to trace their money on a daily base. So we just help them to focus on their ROI, that is return on investment. So when it comes to return on investment, what a common pattern has to be noticed is everything is Bhagwan Barose. They're bringing stock. They don't know whether how much percentage is sold, and I ask them to track that. Track their inventory, track their profits, track their sales, track their clients' flow. And whenever they start tracking their money in numbers, there they see the gap. What exactly are they doing and what exactly is desired? And the gap is so huge, then they rush to me. What do I do now? And then I tell them that you start on daily savings. At least 10% of your revenue, whatever you generate. And so then they actually come to know, ma'am, we did not make any sale today. I always tell them, like a banya ki dukan, daily shutter on and daily down, you have to focus on daily sales.
Wow.
Because they have their expenses, they will not cut short. They have to focus on their expenses. Then why not focus on sales? Why not focus on daily savings? So I'll give an example of one of more client. I just asked her to save daily, and she could save 9 lakh rupees, and that was a pure profit.
Wow.
She just came to me. She's from Indore. Okay. And her name is Vinita. And she came to me and she told me, ma'am, I could save 9 lakh of rupees. I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
Wow. Daily sales and daily take home income. Right? It's a dream of any fashion brand.
Yes.
Amazing. So, what is that one money ritual you swear by and you will never miss it in a week? So, what is that one money ritual?
So this is one thing that I've learned from you and I have carried forward to my clients as well. That is EFT. People dread to price their product. So one thing that I have asked them to do generously is EFT for right pricing.
Wow.
So that they are not dreading like, have I priced right? So this is one practice that they have been following.
Now let us move to rapid fire section. I'm going to ask you questions. You have to answer in a word or two. What is your favorite fashion trend right now?
Tailored power dressing.
If you had to choose branding or product quality,
Product quality.
what is one word that defines your business philosophy?
Authenticity.
What is your guilty pleasure when it comes to fashion?
Statement pieces.
What's the most random piece of advice you've given to an aspiring fashion entrepreneur?
Stop perfectionism.
Wow. Now we are coming to the last part of this podcast. As a woman entrepreneur, what is the legacy you want to live in this world?
Just come out of your comfort zone, break all the barriers, and lead a meaningful life.
Wow. If every woman who is watching this podcast right now can take one step towards their dream, what would that step be?
take action, because confidence is, I think it's not available anywhere in the market. You have to build it by taking action on a daily basis. So just take action.
So tell us about your Zero Rupee Marketing Masterclass. Who should attend it and what is the main takeaways?
I think anyone who is aspiring to do something like do something means, even I wanted to do something, but they are unable to figure out what exactly they should do. And someone who is actually running a business but don't know how to scale it. And someone who is running a business for almost, you can say 10, 15, 20 years, but now they are scared about the changing trends and they don't know how to cope up with the ever-changing fashion trend in the market. So anyone who is related to fashion industry, maybe they are more to a startup mode or initial phase or a later older stage, everyone is welcomed into my masterclass.
Wow, amazing. Finally, if today was your last Instagram post, what would be your one-liner on it?
Embrace your uniqueness, live life boldly, and wear confidence like a crown.
Wow, amazing. You're a queen.
Yeah. A unicorn queen.
So, Kavita, thank you so much for coming to this podcast and sharing all the insights of you working in this fashion business for this long.
So, I'm really thankful, Gopal sir, for inviting me on this podcast. I hope anyone who watched this, it really could have impacted their life. And I am blessed that you are impacting coaches across the country and inspiring us. So, I just wish that you keep inspiring and empowering more coaches like us.
Thank you so much, Kavita. Thank you for your patience for sticking to the end of this podcast. Hope you got a lot of insights. And if you want to know more insights like this, you can click this link above and you can watch the rest of my talks. I will see you in the next one.